of human history, nothing is a more primal form of fear than the crocodile, but along with this fear lies a certain strange mystique to these creatures. One of the most peculiar examples is the gharial. The Gavialis gangaticus, or more commonly called the gharial, is a long crocodile-like amphibian with an extremely long snout. It has no living relatives in its genus, although it has all of the crocodiles in its family. Some relatives based on the family are Crocodylus simonensis, or the Siamese crocodile, the Crocodylus palustris, or the mugger crocodile, and the Tomistata schlegeli, or the false gharial.
We are here with several experts here in southern India. In the past, the gharial was found in southeast and eastern Asia, but now only inhabits parts of India and Nepal.
The gharial lives in freshwater ecosystems such as rivers and swamps, much like the crocodile. These freshwater areas are usually fast-flowing, full of fish, and home to many sandbars for basking and for egg laying.
We have with us evolution expert Jack Bird.
Here are the adaptations that gharial has for surviving in the area. It has powerful stubby back legs and webbed feet for swimming. It also has eyes that pop up above the head to see while submerged in a river. However, it has very limited walking ability. It cannot lift itself off the ground. Long tails are also used for underwater locomotion. This long, narrow snout is sometimes a hindrance, but it is used to swim through the water to effectively catch fish. Also, clapping the long jaw stuns nearby prey. The gharial has dermal pressure receptors to detect prey through changes in water pressure, and other integumentary sensory organs with unknown purposes. Scales allow it to move in a streamlined manner quickly through the water, and the cartilage bump on the male's nose is believed to help in finding a mate. In addition, the gharial is not fiercely territorial, allowing many to live in the same area without a problem, whereas other endangered species, such as tigers, are territorial and have a harder time rebounding.
Gharial is a poikilothermic ectotherm, meaning that its internal temperature relies on the external temperature. So the gharial expends less energy and doesn't need to take in as much energy. However, it means a delicate balance of staying submerged and basking on sandbars to maintain homeostasis.
Most crocodilian creatures, the gharial lays eggs. Gharials, like humans, can live long lives up to 60 years. They reach sexual maturity at around age 13, signified by the growth of their large cartilage bulge on the male's nose that can help find a mate. The female gharial lays these eggs in a sand nest dug by its hind legs and incubates them for 90 days. When the mommy gharial hears the squeaks and chirps of its young, she digs up the eggs and guards them until they hatch. For the next few years, the mommy gharial nurtures the young gharials, and they mature and live in the same general area.
A fun fact is that gharials lay the largest eggs of any crocodilian creature, and they also have the most parental care. However, this is not saying very much. Gharial parental care lasts for about 1 to 2 months. Gharials can hear subsonic things. Also, they have about 100 teeth in their very long jaws.
The gharial is a carnivore and is a tertiary consumer in its habitat. It feeds mainly on fish and small crustaceans such as mud crabs. During breeding season, it also feeds on tadpoles and juvenile frogs, as well as insects.
The hunting area of a gharial is proportional to the size of the river that it is in, and they are generally not very territorial. Here's animal behavior expert Arnav.
The gharial is actually a very social creature. It is only territorial during breeding and nesting seasons, when it has to defend its nest or its mate. During the other months of the year, it shares the area with several groups of up to 15 others of the same species, depending on the concentration in the area, basking together in the sun and defending their favorite spot from a rival amphibian, the mugger crocodile, and occasionally other gharials.
Gharial populations have declined by 98% from habitat destruction and hunting. Gharials are hunted and killed by fishermen because they are seen as threats to the fish they themselves are hunting for a living. Also, turtle poaching, draining of marshes, sand mining, and killing for traditional medicine contribute to the declining population numbers. Gharials damages ecosystems by removing an important predator, even a keystone species. Research shows that although gharials have delicate jaws, not suitable for catching large animals, they usually eat predatory fish, regulating their numbers, which in turn allows for more smaller fish growth, which in turn regulates the number of producers they graze on. When fishers kill gharials, they might inadvertently be killing the small fish they value.
Conservationists like me are trying to save the gharials by making sand mining, fishing, and turtle poaching in the area illegal. Also, the rivers where the gharials live are protected and the equivalent of a U.S. national park. However, the groups that do these illegal activities usually have guns, so keeping these preservation areas safe is a challenge. However, the last gharial breeding season was an enormous success, with as many as 2,000 eggs. Not all of them will survive, but this and the fact that a protected gharial can live a 60-year-long life will increase the population number. As of now, the species will make a rebound, but due to such low numbers earlier, evolution and gene pool changes will not occur until later on. This species, however, might be killed by global warming if it cannot adapt soon. If the species goes extinct, it will cause freshwater ecosystems in India and Nepal to fluctuate before settling into a stable state. Other than that, nothing else will happen.